Alright, so Phương, thank you for the excellent reminder. I am not a student, right? It's not because you hate me. Thank you. So, think about this. Phương asked, why do we do this? I ask you, if you pass me a piece of paper, okay? You write down the names of people in this classroom. What should I do next? Maybe I open Word, Excel, maybe Excel, right? And I save it. I have even age, right? Maybe I want to draw a chart. How many people are in the under 20 and maybe a pie chart. How many people are married, but in this case just age, right? Maybe I want to display people in the order of youngest to oldest. You only write me name and age, but I don't know. I mean, what if the list is 20-year-old, 20 people, and I don't know who's the youngest? So that's the point. If you give it to me, I don't put it in the computer. It's a lot of work to find the youngest person or to count how many people who are under 25. Great, so let's imagine this. You write a piece of paper and then I take a phone and scan the name and age. What's next? I scan it and it becomes English text. And then the computer will read that text, right? And maybe the app can do something more. The app will display the youngest and oldest, right? Great, but now let's cheat. Let's imagine, you give it me pen and paper and it will all come down to this file. You email me the file or you email me the text. Then I want to write a program that just read that without me having to type. Imagine, remember all this accounting software, this value, that value, what's the name, what's the number. Then you have to do gets chomp every time. What's the name? Gets chomp. Hello, what's the age? Gets chomp. Remember that? What if we can do it faster? So the format of how you give it to me is suddenly important. So let's go through some of you. So person A did this, right? Phương 15 years old, em chưa 18, oops, maybe years old, and then Harley 18 years old. What's the first thing you notice about this file?
Name and year.
Name and age. What do you notice? Something you like or not like about this file? Yeah, okay, good. So the first thing is it's not true, right? It's a lie. So that's good. Wrong information. From 23? Okay, 24. See, she looks too young. Harley looks too old, so maybe it's like that. Okay? So, first, wrong information. I corrected that. First, important to know that the information is correct. Second, do you need this? Because we just asked for years old. So, writing every time. If I ask you to write on paper and give it to me, I bet you will not write from 30 years old. You only want to write that if I pay you by hour, right? You take 10 hours to write and then I pay you 10 hours of work. But if you just want to give me information, straightforward. Great, so that's one way, okay? So I will just call that people, let's just do it. For Harley, sorry, we'll just, put XX here. Alright, 29, quiz. I cannot ask that question. No, I cannot. No, just kidding. Quiz 19. Okay, we forget about the correctness because I don't know how old you old people are, right? So this is 20. Okay, so that's one way to do it. That doesn't look too bad. Next, I create another new file. Just call it maybe people, version 2. Okay. Alright, let's do it your way. Name. Phương, Harley, Ellie, age, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Alright. Any other way? I think someone else did it this way. People v3.txt. Alright. Tell me. Okay, so she writes something like this. Ellie, Sung 24, right? 23.5. Phương, then 53.2. And I don't know. That's a good exact point. Alright. 30, Harley, 30. Okay? That's another way. What do you like? What ways do you think is the best? Huh? That way? This way? This way? Okay. Great. You like there's nothing wrong. Just think about if I have asked you to write Ruby and read this and turn it into real people, which format do you choose? Version 2? Version 2 looks good, huh? It's a bit difficult to know whose age is whose. Alright, so version 2 may be good or maybe not good. Version 3? Not bad. Too many lines. I have to remember which line is age, which line is... If you read from input, it's like one line at a time.
The first one.
The first one? So you just read the first input and then remember the split. Split. You can split by equal, the colon, and then you get left and right. I show you another version. This is, if you go to Excel and you type, what do you type? This is the people v4 version. You will type something like this, name, and then there's a cell thing here called age, right? Yeah? So it's like this, name and age, and then from is 25. At this point, I trust that we don't care about the real age anymore because we just want to learn how to parse this information. All right? Yes. In this order, this looks good or not?
Yeah.
This is called the comma separated value, CSV. If you use an Excel file, sometimes you save in this format because it's simpler than Excel. If you open this in Excel, I'm going to copy this file. Okay? Let's say I rename this file to CSV. Do you see this? It looks like Excel now. Yeah. And I open this file, people before, in Excel. So if I open Excel, it looks like this. No need, it looks Excel, but it looks like this. Isn't that cool? So when you read, you can say forget about the first line, and then read the second line, third line, fourth line, everything. Alright, let's just do the simplest way. Phương, we use your way. So it's the best. So sometimes taking the longest version is the best. And you also, know that it's called people, not student. Great, let's do it. Isn't that cool? Let's do it. I'm going to call it lecture 7, maybe, let's do it together. Lecture 7, part 2, .rb, okay? And maybe, let's set a classroom really. This classroom. Okay, maybe because due to time, let's all try to focus here. You may not have time to write it. This is an empty file. I type down here, if I run Ruby lecture 7 classroom here, you get nothing, right? Require relative person, right? If I suddenly make a mistake, what does it say? It will say cannot find file, persons. Do you go and create a new file called persons.rb? No, because you know that you want person. Great. Then what's something else I need to use? Require relative. Now when you type here, see this? Press tab. And call classroom. And then I try again. Every line has to do that. Sounds cool? Now I need something called, I need to do this. Before I do it, I just write in English, okay? Read student names from the file. Right? From file, what file? people.txt, right? And then save it to classroom, something like that. Okay? Imagine after I read that I have an array of people. I have Phương, Harley, and everything. I have something like, remember if I copy this, it will look like this. I will have, people.new, this is name, and this is age. And I have the same thing, people.new, this is name, this is age, etc. Right? So let me just do that again. People.new. In the meantime, you can just think about what I'm doing next. Imagine if I have 5 people like this. Of course, I cannot type my code like that. That sounds silly. Next time, Phương say, "Hey, no, we have 10 more people," and I go in here like that. And Phương say, "No, Ellie quit," and then I go back in and no, I want to read from the file again. But now I have 5 people. Imagine if I have an array, and these are 5 people I have in it. All right, so you can do this, and 5 people. That's an array of 5 people, and an array, so you need the comma like this, right? So now I have a variable called people. Right? So now if I run this, okay, what is this people? Oh, wrong. What is it called? It doesn't recognize people. What is it?
We don't have.
Correct. What is it called? Yes, thank you very much. So, whoops, I will change this to people, from people to person, and I run it. Obviously, it doesn't do anything here. What should I do? I do put people, right? And then cool. But I don't see the content inside. You can actually trick it with, remember you can say put people's inspect. It will go into the array and print it. So, look, it's a person from, person Harley, person Hong, and person Elliot. Maybe some people like to do this. I think P people. It looks the same as puts inspect. You may not like this. So, what is the better way to print out? People.each do. In here you have a person. Person.display. Remember that? So I can just print each display. Let's try this. Uh-oh. There's no do. If you use a bracket, there's no do. Great. Yeah? So what's missing is how do I get this people? Okay? I have this method. I'm going to call it load people. And it take it from a file name. Okay? So it will take this from a file name, and then this people will just become load people from people.txt. What do you think? It looks clean? I have a method called load people, and I take a file name, and if I give it a file name, this will return the people from that text file. Okay? Of course, then maybe later you can say load classroom 1, load classroom 2, or anything. I just call it people for now. It's here. I want to load that. Okay? Now let's learn how to load from a file. Yeah? Okay. This is a lot to learn. You will watch this at home and you can try to think about different. Let me know if it's too fast or too slow. But I'm going to open something called interactive Ruby. You cannot write too many lines here, but similar to what's on the left, IRB. Similar to this one on the left, the right hand side. Okay, so very similar. Okay, it just returned the last value here. Of course, you can still define hello here, and then you push N, and then you have this hello. So this is called interactive Ruby. It's a little faster, right? Okay. I want you to learn something that is file, And then what did you say? File open. Wow, this is so much like English. It's a bit crazy, right? Open people.txt. Hey, there's a file class and it looks like that. Yeah, you can open. So when, let's say you assign it to a thing called file. What is file? A local variable. Is that right? File is a local variable. File, and then I say file here. So I open a file. What do you think after you open a file, what do you do? Don't think about wrong or right. Just think what you would do. After you open a file, what do you do, Phil? You throw it away? Or close it? Huh? See. Great. And what's another word for see?
Read.
Yes, so we see with eyes open, so it's called read. Whoa! Did you see that? Oh, so we're just writing English here. That's why we're learning Ruby, right? It's crazy fun.
Why have a N in?
Yeah, remember the new line character? Yeah? Remember the new line character? So it's one line at a time, but everything is in one string. Oh, that's cool. I can do that. What should I... No, if I do this again, I see nothing. Because I already read it. So no more. Finish.
Only one time.
Yeah, so it's okay. Then I can open it again, like this. Open and read. So I need to save it because I lost it again. So let's try one more time. Here, file. Okay, what is file name? But now I say content. Maybe file content is file.read. Okay, now your content is here forever. Okay, remember the string method? String dot split content dot split. Don't do split alone because it will just split too many things. It will just split by the space. New line, any khoảng trống, blank space. So you say I want to split it by this. Oh, look at that.
Look nice.
It looks nice because it's so nice that you can just Ruby can just tell you to do lines. You need to chop them. There's lines. Can you believe it's going to read like freaking English? Someone wrote English in this code. So I'm going to change spaces to 2 again. Unfortunately, Visual Studio Code is a little silly there. And I'm going to do this. File.open, file name, .read. Okay? What do I do there? I save it to something else. I call it like maybe student list. You can call it anything. You can call it, you know, what I see. Yeah? But then your friend will hate you because then they have to type a lot. So I just call this list, okay? And then in this list, I say there are many lines. Yeah? In each line, so each do, so this is a block, right? In each line, remember this line? So let's say I have this line. I have the first line, okay? Equals, remember the first line? It's an array. Yeah? Of course, you can also do first. Ruby is really fun. So I have first line here. How do you remember if you have new line, you can just do chomp and it looks a little nice. You'll get rid of the. Okay, how do you get Phương and how do you get name? Remember first line? You will get first line if you split by equal. What will get? What will we get back? We get Phương and 24. Oh, so that's name and age? We're so close to being able to do it. Alright, so remember here, back in our code, load people, so look like this. Hey, open the file name and read it. Okay? But let's look at each line. Okay, so I say each line. Okay, you can even do each line do, but it's Ruby lets you do that too. And then each line. So in this each line, I have line dot split, right? If I split by this, then I get this thing. Okay, so maybe I don't know. I have this an array. Maybe items. I don't know. Call it items. And then name is the first item. Age is items. The second items. It's also the last item. You can also do is 1, right? Similar to 0 and 1. -1 is okay. 1 is okay too. Okay, maybe this is easier to understand. It's an array. Name and age. But age look a little funny, huh? First line split here, so I call this items here. And then items dot 0. No, item bracket 0, item bracket 1. Yeah, you can charm, you can just say convert it to an integer. And that's cool, it just get rid of any other character. You can do 24 ABCD, 2 integer, it just becomes 24. You don't care, I just want an integer, right? Remember Excel, remember last time we did all this funny thing with number, sometimes it's a date, we convert to a date, an integer with a comma, or sometimes you see when we paste, it becomes 0. Because it converts to integer and it fails, becomes 0. So I work with how when we import Excel, and you see a number like 8.000, and then it may not be smart enough. Okay, so name and age. So maybe you can say, item is always the first and the last, right? So you can also do this, yeah? And you can even say this, yeah? Okay? So what do you think? How do I create a person? So I say a person here is person dot new. What? Well, what do you do? Person new and what? Name and age. Is that okay? We need to check it. So we say just created, just imported, right? Maybe we say person.display. Okay? Let's try. Yeah? Alright. I'm going to load people. Look at the code here. No need this people thing anymore. I load people. Eventually I need to load, return people here. But I just have a method that says load people. Okay? Are you ready? Just look at the code up there. And I'm going to run Ruby Lecture 7 Classroom here. Press enter. Just imported name, Phương 24, Harley 32, Hong 29, Quy blah blah, right? But we noticed something wrong. We're like, Hong is not 29. So let's go correct it. What is it? We can change it to it has to be a number. I don't know.
15.
Okay, 15. Let's see. Phương. This answers your question, right? Why do we have to create this text file? Look, I save it. The person who gave me the text file can update information, and then I run it. This now gets the new information. So now I can, call, tester, and then there's this a guy with 199 years old. Look, I can just add as many people as I want. It's cool, right? Well, I realized one thing. We forgot one person because he's busy today. So we'll add him back. Mr. Old Man, age 99, right? So this is cool, right? Now let's go back to this code. Can you tell me something is not right? Something is not right about this. I have this person here. I load people, I print it out. After I finish, I forget. Huh? Outside here, do I have the people? Do I have the people outside? Okay, do I have this variable, people? Do I have this instance variable people? No. Right? So I need to remember it. I need to load it into a variable, right? I need an array of people. Do you agree? Alright, it means that somewhere up here, I need to remember that. So I want to return the people. This is what I do, okay? Pay attention here. I say initially, I have 0 people. You can use local variable or instance variable here. It's okay for now, huh? Just use local variable. I like local variable because I like seeing errors when it happens. So people here, and then when I create a new person, I add to that people. Yeah? And then when I'm done, return people, I return that. Okay? Is that okay? So if I save this, I don't even say this important. I know that my code is now correct. Maybe I just comment it out. But then down here, I can save it to people. Notice this is a new variable, okay? So I can even say my folks. And then now I can do my folks dot each. Remember that? Each element. So this is person. And I can just say, print that person out. Let's run this. It will look like this. These are my variables. This is an array of all these people. You can even do dot display, right? Puts display, and then it will look like this, right? So my load people, it load into this, it load and return me the people, okay? And then write this load. It returns, so outside you can use it. Okay? I give you one last thing and then you can practice writing this function yourself. I use, this is, line, it's like, this should be like dot each. Sorry, it works, but it should be dot lines dot each. It's an array, right? This is, I forgot the dot each. It still works, but it's better to just do this. All right. You have 10 lines, and how many students do you get? How many people? If I have here 7 lines, how many people do I get? 7. So this is instead of each, we should use in an array. We don't have each, just each. We have each, and we also have map. You mapping one line to one person. One line to one person. So imagine if I change this to map. Lines is an array. If I map from an array of lines to person. So I map. You can do anything here, but the last line in a map block is a person. So if we turn this person, it mapped from one line to one person. So pay attention to this, okay? Don't look anywhere else. Then this map will return the people. So I don't need these people anymore. This will return people. So of course you can write these people. I write it so it's clear, but line 9, it will run map and return people because in each block it returns a person. Okay? So try to write this code on your machine, and you will try to see if you can get it to work like this. You still have some time now. Can you try that? Because it's important to learn how to read a file. Go to your file, create a pupil.txt like this. Just enough people. And go to classroom. You want to require relative people and everything. Okay, I'm going to post this on Facebook group for you to capture, and I need to get ready for the next class.